Hi and welcome back. So if you've followed the channel for any length of time, you'll know I've now semi-retired in the Philippines, and I do watch quite a few Filipino bloggers and expat bloggers on YouTube. They make informative videos about things like the storms that are coming and also changes in specific laws to do with things like new visa processes. One channel I follow is called Every Man Has a Story, run by an American called Mark Thornton. He recently uploaded a video called The Harsh Realities of Life After 60, not his usual type of video. But now I am 60, I clicked on it to see what these harsh realities would be. In the main, I found myself nodding along with pretty much everything he said. Things like nobody cares about your past career, what you achieved in life, also that you will regret not being more present in the lives of the people that you love now. Then he moved on to health challenges. This is where my attention was really pricked. He started with aches and pains. He describes how waking up with various physical discomforts, such as sore feet or backaches, becomes a normal part of growing older. This is where I stopped really nodding along. I agree this is going to be an issue, but does it have to be a normal part of growing older? Now, that said, Mark is 69. He's actually 70 next year. So I'm pretty sure that I may well have a different outlook on life in 9 years' time. But I'm hoping it's more like Clint Eastwood. He's now 94 and doesn't look like slowing down anytime soon. One thing he said during an interview with Toby Keith, this was when he was 88, was how he kept going with such energy and ambition. His response was, I just get up every morning and I go out and I do not let the old man in. This statement encapsulates his mindset of staying active, productive, and refusing to let the idea of aging actually limit him. Now, this has become somewhat of a mantra for me. If I'm ruck running and I start to walk when I know I should be running, I mutter it under my breath and I just start running again. Or if the pace is starting to slow a little when I know I can go faster, I say it again and then I start to pick up the pace. I'd be interested to see if you started to slow down as you age, but just because of the general wisdom or the understanding that as you age, you should normally take things more easily. Yes, there will be aches and pains and there'll be injuries, but I got those even when I was young, even when I was in the army. And as soon as I had recovered from them, I got straight back into it. Now, I do know that some people do have serious conditions that do hamper them from, say, running, but maybe not from walking or swimming or riding a bike, whether that be on the road or even in the gym. Whatever the problem, there's still a way to keep active in one way or another, no matter how small that activity is. But unfortunately, a lot of people use this as an excuse as they get older to slow down or even to give up. I have often spoken about my unofficial control group, some of whom don't exercise over and above their normal daily tasks. So they'll walk around the house, they'll take out the trash and they'll do some housework, but they won't go to the gym, they won't walk, they won't run, and they won't swim or ride a bike unless they really have to. And even when they do walk, it's nowhere near what we would call brisk. Now, I'm hoping you're not like that, but I'd be interested to see if you know people who are, and also if you've seen a decline in them as a result of it. The next thing Mark touched on that did resonate with me was sleep. He talks about how age affects sleep patterns, sometimes leading to injuries even when he was sleeping. Again, I may have a different outlook when I'm 69, but I know now, especially because I track my sleep using my fitness tracker and my smart ring, that my sleep is better now than it was 5 years ago. As well as the simple things like lowering the temperature in the bedroom, taking a hot shower before I get into bed, and having a blacked out bedroom or wearing a sleep mask, supplements can help. Now, I'm not talking about melatonin. I'm thinking about DIM that help me balance my hormones. Low testosterone can impair sleep quality. It can lead to fragmented sleep, more frequent awakenings during the night, reduced deep sleep, and increased fatigue. This creates a vicious cycle where more poor sleep further depletes your testosterone levels. This then makes it harder to get another restful night's sleep. Then there is NMN, and remember, the only job of NMN in our body is to boost our NAD levels. The feedback loop between NAD and our circadian rhythms is vital. Fluctuations in NAD levels, natural fluctuations, align with our sleep-wake cycle, and disruptions to this alignment, whether from aging or from poor sleep, can significantly cause imbalances in our bodily functions, which include metabolism, and our hormone production. Mark does, however, make some very laudable recommendations during his video, and I started nodding along again with this. He says that maintaining a healthy weight can alleviate joint pain and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. And I agree with that 100%. He also advises his viewers to focus on proper nutrition, which becomes even more important with age to prevent issues like diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Again, no arguments from me whatsoever. And he also talks about quitting smoking. Again, no issues with that. You also talk about squeezing out as much life as you can in your final years, which again, I agree with. But I think key to this is not to slow down and not to take it easy. Don't let the old man in, but to keep as active and engaged as you can for as long as you can, in essence, extending your health span. I'd be interested to see how many of you are ignoring the usual wisdom of taking it easy and slowing down as we age and doing whatever you can to, as Mark puts it, squeeze more life out of your final years. If you are, please let me know what you are continuing to do or what you've started doing in an attempt to extend your health span and hopefully your lifespan. And also, another key element for me is to lessen the chances of me becoming more reliant on others and feeling like I'm becoming a bit of a burden. And for those who are interested, there's a link in the description below to Mark's original video.